So now that we've gone through a series of different warm-ups, what I'd like you to do now is really get to understand the progression part of this series of training. So find yourself a nice thick towel where you can put securely underneath your knees. Now the first exercise we're going to do is you're going to put one foot in front of you. You're going to put your left hand, which is the same foot that's raised, right on the heels. You're going to grab the other hand and you're just going to open up accordingly, looking at your fingers and following it all the way down. Now the majority of people, when they do this exercise, tend to go off that way or further back. It's really, really important that you keep a nice straight line and you open up your chest. This is a great movement for your thoracic spine, which is the middle part of your spine. So again, put your fingers down close to your heel. Other hand touches your fingers and drawing a straight line, following it all the way up and then all the way back down. Now when doing this movement, if you feel that you're quite comfortable doing it, create a little bit of resistance there through your arm. Just remember about that invisible energy I was telling you about and forcing it all the way down. And we're going to do around 10 on each side, because the more you'll do this, the better you'll become. Don't lean too far forward, keep your shoulder nice and back, your arms nice and lengthened, and then just creating this straight line as straight as you possibly can, which means not to put your arm further back, just straight forward, looking at your fingers all the way down. It looks easy, but it's very hard. All the way up, rotating all the way back down. So we really want to rotate that thoracic spine I was telling you about. So do 10 on that side. Once you've done 10, go across, repeat on the other side, and you'll find that one of your sides may be a bit more challenging than the other. So again, just to go over this, your arms nice and straight inside your knee, fingers touching the ground, the other hand connects with your fingers, and then with a straight line looking up, and then looking down, all the way down. Now this is really important for balance, and you'll get better at it as you do it. Don't be too stressed out if you lose your balance, just recompose yourself. And as I've said before, if for whatever reason it feels uncomfortable, be sure to stop. So we'll do 10 on this side, following it all the way up, reaching as far as you can up towards the ceiling, following your fingers all the way down. Then from here, what I want you to do is what we call a cat curl. So placing both hands in front of you, around about 8 to 10 inches. And from here, I want you to lift up your belly button and then just drop your tailbone down. So curl all the way up, imagining your belly button is attached to your spine, and then dropping your tailbone down. So curling all the way up and then dropping down. Do 10 of those. Okay, the next movement is one of my favorite, and I call this the bird dog. Now with this movement, this is a really great balancer. What you need to do from here is, with this elbow, joins the knee, then extends straight forward. Just like a bird, and then inside, elbow touching the knee, and then extending. Now it's really important when doing this movement is you do it nice and slow. The elbow joins the knee if possible, and then extends out. You don't need to lift your neck when doing this movement, just extend out. And what you'll find with this movement is you'll find that you'll favor one hip, and you'll find that you'll move your body across to one side. So just be aware of that. And the way to improve that is keep your legs a little bit wider. And we'll do the other side. Again, curling in, then extending out. Now the whole idea of this movement is you want your fingers and your foot around about the same height. So you don't want to be too high with the back leg or too low. So stretching and creating this nice line all the way down and all the way up. So curling in and then stretching up. So it's really important during this movement is you maintain really good posture and you compose yourself, slow yourself down because you will be challenged with your balance. Now the next movement is what I call a renegade row. And this movement requires you to actually come off your knees. So if you're a little bit more advanced, coming off your knees, if not, stay on your knees. And then from here, just want you to touch your stomach and then all the way down, touch your stomach. For those that are not as advanced, just do it with your knees down, pulling through. If you find this movement even off your knees easy, well, the challenge is to touch your shoulder and go across and then back on the other side. Now, when doing this movement, be sure to strengthen your knees and straighten them as much as you can and keep the movement nice and controlled. Touching, back down, touching. Again, if you're not comfortable with this movement and you feel like you want to advance to it, have one knee on the ground and the other knee up and just doing that movement. And then gradually build up on that. So I hope you enjoyed that renegade row. Even I'm sweating, so it's really, really great movement because it challenges you and it really gets to work with your body as well, and moving your body through different patterns is also fantastic. So now we're going to go for a nice cobra stretch. So from here, I want you to go all the way down onto your tummy. And then getting up into a push-up position. Now the advantage with this one is it really stretches your torso, which is the front part of your body, and then coming back down. Now for the more advanced, other movement you can do to include in this is turn and look at your foot and then come back down. So coming up, turning over to one side, looking at your foot, and then coming straight down. Straight up, and we're gonna alternate, looking across at your foot and back down. And just be sure to really gauge your body's feedback when doing this exercise. So from here, we're gonna be into a kneeling position. We're gonna stretch forward as much as we can. And with the heels of our palms, we're gonna push all the way down to the ground and trying to sit back onto our feet. And then coming up. And then just repeating that position again. And you'll feel a nice stretch sensation through your lat muscle. So again, stretching as far as you can forward, sitting down and pushing. Now to create a more of a challenging movement here, what I want you to do is scoot one hand underneath as far as you can and just sitting down again. And then coming up, then scooting the other hand underneath. And pushing as far down as you can and come up. Now shake it off. Now, if there's one thing I know that holds true as a personal trainer for over 4 decades, is you really want to be seeking progress, not perfection. So remember, laugh with health each and every day.